everybody, I am back. I'm doing a double live today, and we are going to be doing this like now we are in the middle of Jubilees, so I'm happy because it's about to come to an end. And I'm happy. I can't wait. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Is this how big I want it? I might. Oh, oops. I can move that part. Okay. But if I do this and that, it's like a no. I wish I could like show my thing. Now, if y'all saw the title, so this is gonna be like a little different. I'm gonna start from Jasher, and then I am gonna go into Jubilees because Jubilees heads straight into it, and straight into it. So let's get some little context to start in Jasher. And Esau at the time, after the death of Abraham, frequently went in the field to hunt. So the death of Abraham, that's last life. So y'all check that out. Okay. So I'll make sure, like at the end, like this is gonna be in the playlist of the Jubilees, so you can catch up. Yeah, and also subscribe to this channel. Give me a thumbs up. I will highly appreciate it. And it says, okay, hold on. Let me pull something up. And then, okay, so let's go to YouTube. Okay, you know what? I kind of want to make that bigger. I want to make that bigger for you guys. And I want to make that bigger. I'm going to make that bigger. And I'm trying. Okay, let's scroll down. Scroll down. It's like literally like there is like a delay. There's literally a delay. Like seriously, it's a delay. Like it cuts. It really does. It does cut. So maybe that's like too big. But I want y'all to see me. I want y'all to see me. Like seriously, I want y'all to see me. Okay, so let's go to it. Okay, it says, and Nimrod, king of Baal, the same as the Raphael, also frankly went with his mighty men to hunt in the field and to walk about with his men in the cool of the day. Nimrod was observing Esau all the days, for a jealousy was forming in the heart of Nimrod against Esau all the days. Let's pause. So basically, we got a hunter versus a hunter. So Nimrod is a mighty hunter, but Esau is a hunter too. So we got a hunter, and he's hating off of Esau. Okay, it says on a certain day, Esau went in the field to hunt, and he found Nimrod walking in the wilderness with his 2 men, and all his mighty men and his people were with him in the wilderness. But they removed at a distance from him, and they went from him in a different distance to hunt. And Esau concealed himself for Nimrod, and he lurked for him in the wilderness. And Nimrod and his men that were with him did not know him. And Nimrod and his men frequently walked about in the field at the cool of the day, and to know where his men were hunting in the field. And Nimrod and 2 of his men that were with him came to the place where they were when Esau started suddenly from his lurking place and drew his sword and hasted and ran to Nimrod and cut off his head. So Esau killed Nimrod. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because this is gonna precede what Jubilees. And it says that Esau fought a desperate fight with the two men that were with Nimrod. And when they called out to him, Esau turned to them and smote them to death with his sword. And all the mighty men of Nimrod who has left him to go in the wilderness heard the cry at a distance and knew the voices of those two men, and they ran to know the cause of it. When they found their king and the two men that were with him lying dead in the wilderness. And when Esau saw the mighty men of Nimrod coming at a distance, he fled and thereby escaped. Esau took the valuable garments of Nimrod, which Nimrod's father has bequeathed to Nimrod. Okay, is this like the garment of Noah and Adam and stuff? Is the same garment? Because I feel like this is the same garment. I have to rewatch my own stuff because I feel like this is that garment. And with which Nimrod prevailed over the whole land and ran to conceal them in his house. And Esau took the garment and ran into the city on account of Nimrod's men. He came unto his father's house, wearisome and exhausted from fight, and he was ready to die through grief when he approached his brother Jacob and sat before him. You know what? I'm gonna do a flip flop. And the words of Esau, her eldest son. Oh, my bad. Oh, I went. Okay, my bad. Okay. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that the Lord blessed Isaac his son and rose from Hebron and went and dwelt at the well of the vision in the first year of the third week on this Jubilee, 7 years, and in the first year of the fourth week a famine again in the land, besides the first famine which has been in the day of Abraham. So Esau is home. Okay, where are we at? I lost my spot. So he approached his brother. He said unto his brother Jacob, Behold, I shall die this day. Wherefore then do I want? Okay. Huh? That make no sense. This is Joshua. He said unto his brother Jacob, Behold, I shall die this day. Wherefore then do I want the birthright? And Jacob acted wisely with Esau in this manner, and Esau sold his birthright to Jacob, for it was so bought about by the Lord. I think I should have read Jubilees. I should have read Jubilees. Okay, I just want to hear the bought by the Lord part. So let's go back. And Jacob saw lentil pottage, and Esau came from the field hungry, and he said to Jacob his brother, Give me of this red pottage, give me this red bean stew. And Jacob said to him, Sell me thy birthright, and I will give thee bread, and also some of this lentil stew. And it said, Esau said in his heart, I shall die. What profits me is this birthright? And he said to Jacob, I give it to thee. And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he swore upon it. And Jacob gave his brother Esau bread and pottage, and he eat till he was satisfied. And Esau despised his birthright. For this reason was Esau called Edom. And on account of the red stew which Jacob gave him for his birthright. And Jacob became the elder, and Esau was brought down from his dignity. And it says, And the famine was over the land, and Isaac departed to go down into Egypt. Isaac departed to go down to Egypt. There's that phrase, go down to Egypt. Go down to Egypt. I think I should do that contradiction debunk, saying about the Ephraim and the children of Ephraim wasn't part of the Israelites. They were, but this particular tribe was part of Egypt because it's like you're going down to Egypt. That's debunked. Was it in Chronicles or Samuel? I think it was in Chronicles. It says, in the second year of this week, it went to the king of the Philistines, to Jaron and Abimelech, and the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, go not down into Egypt and dwell in the land that I shall tell thee of, and sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee and bless thee. For thee to thy seed will I give all this land, and I will establish my oath which I swore unto Abraham thy father. I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the sea, as stars of the heaven, and will give unto thy seed all this land. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Because thy father obeyed my voice, and kept my charge, and my commandments, and my laws, and my ordinances, and my covenant. And now I obey my voice and dwell in this land. And he dwelt in Gelar 3 weeks of years. I'm going live on my YouTube. Make sure you check that out. I think link is in bio. So yeah, check out that. Make sure you. It says, an element charge concerning him and concerning all that was his, and any man shall touch him, for all that is his shall surely die. And I think this is proceeding about his wife. Isaac is being just like his father, of course. It says, and Isaac waxed strong among the Philistines, and he got many possessions, oxen, sheep, and cattle, and asses, in a great house. And he sought in the land of the Philistines and brought in 100-fold, and Isaac became exceedingly great, and the Philistines envied him. Now all the wells which the servants of Abraham have dug during the life of Abraham, the Philistines have stopped them after the death of Abraham, and filled them with the earth. I'm gonna make that big. I'm gonna make it big. It says that Abimelech said unto Isaac, go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. Isaac departed thence in the first year of the 17th week, and sojourned in the valleys of Gerar. And they dug again the wells of water which the servants of Abraham his father had dug, in which the Philistines has closed after the death of Abraham his father. He called their names as Abraham his father has named. And the servant of Isaac dug a well in the valley, and found living water. And the shepherds of Gerar strove with the shepherds of Isaac, saying, the water is ours. And Isaac called the name of the well Perversity, because they had been perverse with us. And they dug a second well, and they stole from all that. They stole for that also. He called it enmity. He rose from it and dug another well, and for that they stole not. He called the name of it room. And I said, now the Lord has made room for us, and we have increased. And we have increased in the land. He went up from hence to the well of the oath in the first year of the week in the 44th Jubilee. Make it bigger. It's kind of funny how like I made it bigger and smaller like for you guys, and as I'm looking on it, it's really small. Okay, so actually I kind of like the print. I like the print. I like everything on it. It says, and the Lord appeared to him that night on the new moon of the first month and said unto him, I am the God of Abraham thy father. Fear not, for I am with thee, and shall bless thee, and shall surely multiply thy seed as the sand of the earth, for the sake of Abraham my servant. He built an altar there, in which Abraham his father has first built. He called upon the name of the Lord, and he offered sacrifice to the God of Abraham his father. And they dug the well, and they found living water. And the servant of Isaac dig another well and did not find water, and they went and told Isaac that they had not found water, and Isaac had sworn this day to the Philistines that this thing has been announced to us. And he called the name of that place the well of oath, for there he had sworn to Element and Azizah and his friend, and Baku the perfect year his host. It says perfect or his day, and Isaac knew that day that under the constraints he had sworn to them to make peace with them. And Isaac on that day cursed the Philistines and said, Cursed be the Philistines unto the day of wrath and indignation from the midst of all nations. May God make them a derived and a curse and an object of wrath and indignation in the hands of the sinners, the Gentiles, and in the hands of the Kittim. Who is Kittim? Kittim is Rome. That's Kittim. And Rome is Japheth. And so whoever escapes the sword of the enemy and the Kittim, may the righteous nation root out in judgment from under the heaven. And for they shall be the enemies and foes of my children throughout their generation upon the earth. I feel like this could be a long life. I don't know. I feel like this is long as shit. But it's not long as shit. It's really not. It says, upon the earth, and no remnant shall be left to them, nor one that shall be saved on the day of wrath or judgment. For destruction and rooting out and expulsion from the earth is the whole seed of Philistine reserved. And there shall no longer be left for these Capernaum, a name or a Captorum, a name or a seed on the earth. For though he ascend into heaven, then shall he be brought down. This reminds me of Isaiah 14. And this also kind of reminds me of the interpretation of IUIC. It says, though he make himself strong on the earth, then he shall be dragged forth. And though he hides himself among the nations, even from thence shall he be rooted out. Who are the Philistines? Like, in this day and age. Like, who are the Philistines? Because say if Esau is white people, whatever, or the Arabs or whatever, who are the Philistines? And Ishmael is supposed to be the Arabs, whatever. Who are the Philistines? Just wondering. Just I inquire minds want to know. It says, though he descend into Sheol, there also shall be condemnation. Oh, there also shall his condemnation be great, and there also he shall have no peace. If he goes into captivity. Let me do that again. Let me try to do this let me do this one more time. Let's go to copy link and let's go to back to my Instagram. I am live, and if he go into captivity by the hands of those that seek his life, shall they slay him on the way, and neither name nor seed shall be left to him on all the earth, for into eternal malediction shall he depart. Thus is it written and engraved concerning him on the heavenly tablets, to do unto him on the day of judgment, so that he may be rooted out of the earth. So this is I'm live. So join my live on YouTube. Click the link. Okay, so 25. It won't be long since I already checked it. It says in the second year of this week, in this Jubilee, Rebekah called Jacob her son, and spake unto him, saying, My son, do not take thee a wife of the daughters of the Canaanites, as Esau thy brother, who took him 2 wives of the daughters of Canaan. And they have embittered my soul with all their unclean deeds, for all their deeds are fornication, lust, and there is no righteousness with them, for their deeds are evil. Who wife was it that was kind of righteous? It was Ishmael's wife was a Canaanite, and she was righteous. So what happened with that? Like seriously, I gotta charge my phone. Oh, I charged it here. Should I charge it over here, or should I charge it on my computer? I'm gonna try to charge it up here. Okay. Charge up the phone. Okay, yeah. And I, my son, love thee exceedingly in my heart and my affection, bless thee every hour of the day and watch of the night. And now, my son, hearken to my voice and do the will of thy mother. Wait. Do not take thee a wife of the daughters of this land, but only of the house of my father, and of my father kindreds. Thou shalt take thee a wife of the house of my father, and the Most High God will bless thee. And thy children shall be a righteous generation and a holy seed. What happened to Rebecca? I bet 50 that's in Jacob. That's in Joshua. I heard that Leah took care of did Leah take care of Isaac? I feel like I read that. Where did I read that at? I read that somewhere. I don't know. I want to say something that's false. I don't know. It says, holy seed. It said, then spake Jacob to Rebekah his mother and said unto her, Behold, mother, I am 9 weeks of years old. 9 weeks of years old. What could that mean? And I neither know nor have I touched any woman, he's a virgin, nor have I betrothed myself to any, nor anything think of taking me a wife of the daughters of Canaan. For I remember, mother, the words of Abraham our father, for he commanded me not to take a wife of the daughters of Canaan, but to take me a wife from the seed of my father's house and from my kindreds. I've heard before that daughters that have been born to Laman, thy brother, that has set my heart on them to take a wife from amongst them. For this reason I have guarded myself in my spirit against sinning or being corrupt in all my ways throughout all the days of my life, for with regard to lust and fornication. Abraham my father gave me many commands, and despised all that he hath commanded me. And these 2 and 20 years my brother hath striven with me, and spoken frequently to me, and said, my brother, take to wife a sister of my 2 wives, but I refuse to do so as he has done. Esau did that? Wow. It says he did that? Really? He said, I swear before thee, mother God, all the days of my life, I will not take me a wife from daughters of the seed of Canaan, and I will not act wickedly as my brother has done. Fear not, mother, be assured that I shall do thy will, and walk in uprightness, and not corrupt my ways forever. And thereupon she lifted up her face to heaven, extended the fingers of her hands, and opened her mouth, and blessed the Most High God, who has created the heaven and the earth, and she gave him thanks and praise. And she said, blessed be the Lord God, and may his holy name be blessed forever and ever, who has given me Jacob as a pure son, and the holy seed, for he is thine, and thine shall his seed be continued throughout all generations forevermore. Bless him, O Lord, and place in my mouth the blessing of righteousness, that I may bless him. And at that hour, when the spirit of righteousness, when the spirit of righteousness descended into her mouth, she placed her hand on the head of Jacob and said, blessed art thou, Lord of righteousness, and God of ages, may he bless thee upon all the generation of men. She literally anointed her. She laid hands on her sons. We need to lay hands on our children and stop letting the pastors do it. It says, may he give thee, my son, the path of righteousness, and reveal righteousness to thy seed. And may he make thy seed during thy life. And may they arise according to the number of the month of the year. And may their sons become many, and may their sons become many and great beyond the stars of the heaven, and their numbers be more than the sand of the sea. And may he give them this goodly land, as he said he would give it to Abraham, to his seed after him always. And may they hold it as a possession forever. And may I see born unto thee, my son, blessed children during the life, and a blessed and holy seed may all thy seeds be. And as thou hast refreshed thy mother's spirit during her life, the womb of her that bare thee, bless thee thus. My affection, my breast, bless thee, and my mouth and my tongue praise thee greatly. Increase and spread over the earth, and may thy seed be perfect in the joy of heaven and earth forever. And may thy seed rejoice on the great day of peace. May it have peace, and may thy name and thy seed endure into all ages. And may the Most High God be their God. May the God of righteousness dwell with them. This is about to go quick because I'm in the middle. I got 2 more chapters, y'all. What the? This is quick. Actually, this is low-key kind of short. Hi, One Person. Hi. Where are you coming from? Put in the comment section below. Where are you from? It says, may the Most High God be their God, and may the God of righteousness dwell with them, and by them may his sanctuary be built unto all ages. Blessed be he that blessed thee, and all the flesh that cursed thee falsely may it be cursed. And she kissed him and said to him, May the Lord of the world love thee, and as the heart of thy mother and her affection rejoice in thee, and bless thee, and she ceased from the blessing. Lay your hands on your children, y'all. Oops. Oh, we almost done. Like seriously, like look at this. This is literally like 30 minutes, and I'm almost done. So this is okay. We definitely gonna make this longer. We're definitely is gonna make this longer because I don't want to get into this. Okay, I think we want to go back to Joshua. Joshua chapter 26. Okay, so I just want to tell you. So this is Jacob. It says this is Esau and Jacob. It says, and the boys grew to their 15th year, so that was and they came among the society of men. Esau was designing and a deceitful man and an expert hunter in the field, just like Nimrod. We talked about that. Where you coming from, new one? New person coming online. It says, and Jacob was a man perfect and wise, dwelling in tents, feeding flocks, and like a shepherd, just like Abraham and his father. It says, in learning the instructions of the Lord and the commands of his father, mother. I think that should be later. I think I did. Leah, take care of Isaac. I think that should be later because I'm not even talking about. I think that should be later because I'm not even on Leah and Rachel. I'm gonna make sure I research that up because I swore I read that. I really did. It says in the 7th year of this week, Isaac called Esau his eldest son and said unto him, I am old, my son, and behold, my eyes are dim in seeing. He's blind, partly. And know not the day of my death. It says, and now take thy hunting weapons, thy quiver and thy bow, and go out to the field and hunt and catch me venture, my son, and make me savor meat. What if he was eating unclean foods and that would make him blind? Like seriously, that's what I was thinking. That's my theory. And so such as my soul loveth and bring it to me that I may eat and that my soul may bless thee before I die. But Rebekah heard Isaac speaking to Esau, and Esau went forth early to the field to hunt and catch and bring home to his father. Okay, this is not it. It says, and Rebekah called Jacob her son and said unto him, For her I heard Isaac thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Hunt for me and make me savory meat and bring it to me, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before I die. And now, my son, obey my voice, and that which I have commanded thee. Go to thy flock and fetch me 2 good kids of goats, and I will make them savory meats for thy father, such as he loved. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat and bless thee before the Lord before he dies, and that thou may be blessed. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, I shall not withhold anything which my father would eat, and which would he please him. Only I fear my mother that he will recognize my voice and wish to touch me. Jacob was right. And thou knowest that I am smooth, and Esau my brother's head. And I shall appear before his eyes as an evildoer, and shall do a deed which he hath not commanded me. And he will be wroth with me, and I shall bring upon myself a curse and not a blessing. It says, and Rebekah his mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son, and only obey my voice. And Jacob obeyed the voice of his mother, and his mother went and fetched 2 good and fat kids and goats, and brought them to his mother. His mother made him savory meat, such as he loved. And it says, Rebekah took good raiment of Esau, her eldest son, which was with her in the house, and she clothed Jacob, her youngest son, with them, and she put the skins of the kids upon his hands and on the exposed part of his neck. So right here and right here. And she gave the meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hands of her son Jacob. This is the longest I've been reading something from like a lost book before. Like I never got this far. Well, I kind of really I think from I'm just gonna say chapter 32 in the first Enoch I probably read, but I haven't gotten fully through it with it. I got all these books at home and I really don't read them. I need to start reading them and presenting to you guys so I can become wiser and become wiser and make more videos like what I really love to do. And as I speak, it's 222 on the clock, angel numbers. It says, and Jacob went in to his father and said, I am thy son, I have done according as thou hast badest me, arise and sit and eat of that which I have caught, Father, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said to his son, How hast thou found so quickly, my son? And Jacob said, Because the Lord thy God caused me to find. And Isaac said unto him, Come near that I may feel thee, my son, if thou art my son or not. And Jacob went near to Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because it was a dispensation from heaven. Oh, now I haven't heard that. Wow. It's a dispensation from heaven to remove his power of perception. And Isaac discerned not, for his hands were hairy as his brother Esau, so that he blessed him. And he said, Art thou my son Esau? And he said, I am thy son. He said, Bring near to me that I may eat of that which thou hast caught, my son, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought near to him, he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. And Isaac his father said unto him, Come near and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his raiment. He blessed him and said, Behold, the smell of my son is as the smell of a full field, which the Lord has blessed. So you trying to tell me that Esau don't wash his clothes? It says, May the Lord give thee of the dew of heaven and of the dew of earth and plenty of corn and oil. Let nations serve thee and people bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. And may all the blessings wherewith the Lord has blessed me and blessed Abraham my father, and be imparted to thee and to thy seed forever. Cursed be he that cursed thee, and blessed he that blessed thee. This is supposed to be Esau. It said, and it came to pass as soon as Isaac has made an ending of blessing his son Jacob, and Jacob has gone forth from Isaac his father, he hid himself, and Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And he also made a savory meat and brought it to his father. Mhm. And he said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat of my flesh, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? He said unto him, I am thy firstborn, thy son Esau. I have done as thou hast commanded me. And Isaac was very greatly astonished and said, Who is he that has hunted and caught and brought it to me? And I have eaten all of it, all before thy camest, and all blessed, and have blessed him. He shall be blessed, and all his seed forever. And it came to pass when Esau heard the words of his father Isaac that he cried with an exceeding great and bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, father. He said unto him, Thy brother came with guile, and has taken away thy blessing. He said, Now I know why his name is Jacob. Behold, he has supplanted me these 2 times. He has took away my birthright, and now he has taken away my blessing. Boy, I was fighting in the womb. I feel like Jacob deserved it. Like, I'm so serious. I feel like this is my theory. I feel like Jacob, like, was supposed to be the oldest, and Esau, as a baby, he was unfair in the womb. Like, what if he did like this to Jacob in his eyes? Like seriously, like hitting below the belt, and you wonder why Jacob was grasping at your heel. He said, basically, Jacob was like, "This ain't over. This ain't over." And it says, and he said unto him, Thy brothers came. Wait. And he said, Has not thy reserved a blessing for me, father? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And will plenty of corn and wine and oil have I strengthened him. And what now shall I do for thee, my son? And Esau said to Isaac his father, Hast thou had one blessing, O father? Bless me, even me also, father. Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac answered and said unto him, Behold, far from the dew of the earth shall be thy dwelling. Far from the dew of the earth shall be thy dwelling. Is this America? And far from the dew of the heavens from above, and far from the dews of the heavens above. This sounds like Rome, like Europe, and this sounds like America. And by thy sword will thou live, and thou wilt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou becomest great, and do shake his yoke from off thy neck, thou shalt sin a complete sin unto death, and thy seed shall be rooted out from under heaven. Esau about to be laid waste, okay? No salvation for Israel. Not Israel, my bad, I'm sorry. No salvation for Esau. Like, they first can be saved, but eventually when the trials and tribulations come, they about to fall away. So don't disregard Esau just yet, because they gotta get tried. It says, and Esau kept threatening Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. He said in his heart, May the days of mourning for my father now come, so that I may slay my brother Jacob. And the words of Esau, oh, it was Jubilees. Okay, I thought it was in Joshua. And the words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah in a dream. And Rebekah sent and called Jacob her youngest son, and said unto him, Behold, Esau thy brother will take vengeance on thee, so as to kill thee. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice, and arise, and flee thou to Laban my brother, to Haran, and tarry with him a few days, until thy brother anger turns away and removes his anger from thee, and forgets all that thou hast done, then I will send and fetch thee from thence. And Jacob said, I am not afraid. If he wish to kill me, I will kill him. Okay. It says, but she said unto him, let me not be bereaved both of my sons on one day. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, thou knowest that my father has become old and does not see, because his eyes are dull. And if I leave him, it will be evil in his eyes, because I left him to go away from you. And my father will be angry and will curse me. I will not go, and when he sends me, then I only it said, when he sends me, then only will I go. And Rebekah said to Jacob, I will go in and speak to him, and he will send thee away. Okay? And Rebekah went in and said to Isaac, I load my life because of the 2 daughters of you, whom Esau has taken as wives. And if Jacob take a wife from among the daughters of the land, such as these, why is Rebecca a tricky little thing? She ain't telling Isaac the full truth. It says, for what purpose do I further live? For the daughters of Canaan are evil. How over did it say Jacob and Esau was again, especially Jacob? We're gonna go to the actual Bible this time, and then later, I don't want to look up on Jubilees again. I should. Genesis chapter 28. Okay, at least we in Isaac and Jacob. At least we in Isaac. Their age is somewhere. Is somewhere here. When they 40 years old, right? They was they was 40 because they're twins. Okay, so this is the blessing right here. I'm in the blessing, so I think I should go back. Yeah, I should go back. You know what? Since we at 20-something, you know what? I will go back so I can stretch and go long. I am getting sick of you. I'm getting sick and tired. You hear me? Sick. Okay, it says Esau was 40 years old. So 40? 40. I bet you their age was their 40 was they 20. Seriously. If Esau can be 40 years old and marry, and also same with Jacob, you can wait to get married too and have kids. Why are you rushing? That's the reason why y'all baby mamas now. I'm just gonna say, wait a minute. I'm just gonna say they're 40 years old. I'm just gonna say he's 40. Like dead so. So he's just gonna be taking wives and taking wives and taking wives and taking. I'm just gonna say they're 40. But let's go back. I don't know where to go back to be honest. I'm gonna lose my spot. I know it. So let's go back to 25. said he's 9 weeks of years. What in the world does that mean? 9 weeks of years. What in the world does that mean? What does that mean? Well, at least we got an age. He said 9 weeks of years. This is 25, 26. Nine weeks of year. Thank you for joining. 9 weeks of years in the Bible. What is that? Okay, so he's just 9 weeks a year. Nobody gonna got time. Nobody got time. Nobody got time. 9 weeks a year. That's how old he is. I don't know what is that. Thank you for joining. Okay, where you left off at, because I know Rebecca is speaking to Isaac. I mean, yeah, Rebecca is like speaking to Isaac. Okay, I'll be right here. It says, and if Jacob takes a wife from among the daughters of the land, such as these, for what purpose do I further land? For the daughters of Canaan are evil. It says, and Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and acknowledged him and said unto him, do not take thee a wife of any of the daughters of Canaan. Arise and go to Mesopotamia, to the house of Bethuel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence, of the daughter of Laman, thy mother's brother. And God Almighty bless thee, and increase and multiply thee, that thou mayest become a company of nations, and give thee the blessing of my father Abraham to thee, and to thy seed after thee, that thou mayest inherit the land of thy sojournings in all the land which God gave to Abraham. Go, my son, in peace. And Isaac sent Jacob away, and he went to Mesopotamia to Laman, the son of Bethuel the Syrian. Tell me why this. You see this name right here? This sounds like the Arabs. It says the brother of Rebekah, Jacob's mother. It said, it came to pass after Jacob arose to go to Mesopotamia, that the spirit of Rebekah was grieved after her son, and she wept. And Isaac said to Rebekah, my sister, weep not on account of Jacob my son, for he goeth in peace, and in peace will he return. The Most High God will preserve him from all evil, and will be with him, for he will not forsake him all his days. For I know that his ways will be prospered in all the things whenever he goes, until he returns in peace to us, and we see him in peace. Fear not on his account, my sister, for he is on the upright path, and he is a perfect man, and he is faithful, and will not perish. Weep not. Isaac comforted Rebekah on account of her son Jacob, and blessed him. Jacob went from the well of the oak to go to Urim on the first year of the second week, and the 44th Jubilee. He came to Luz on the mountain that is Bethel on the new moon on the first month of this week. And he came to the place at evening and turned from the way to the west of the road that night, and he slept there, for the sun had set. And he took one of the stones of that place and laid it at his head under the tree. And he was journeying along, he slept. And he dreamt that night, and behold, a ladder, could be a stair, sent up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of the Lord ascending and descending. And behold, the Lord stood upon him. Oh, look at the Most High. And he spake to Jacob and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham thy father, and the God of Isaac, and I'm about to say the God of Jacob. My bad, I'm thinking of Moses. Yeah, thinking of Moses. I'm thinking of the prince of Egypt. And it says, and the land whereon thou art sleeping to thee, will I give it into thy seed after thee. Whew! And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thy shall increase to the west and to the east, to the north and to the south, and in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the nation be blessed. And this is actually the first time somebody stuck with me to the ending of the chapter. I think they joined like afterwards. Yeah, I'm just shocked though. It says, and behold, I will be with thee, and will keep thee whithersoever thou goest, and I will bring thee again into this land in peace. For I will not leave thee until I do everything that I told thee of. And Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, truly this place is the house of the Lord, and I knew it not. The house of the Lord. Okay. The house of the Lord. The house of the Lord. The house of the Lord. He's sleeping where? Let's see. Luz on the mountain. Bethel. Bethel. And he slept there. The house of the Lord. Okay. And the house of the Lord, and I knew it not. And he was afraid and said, dreadful is this place, which is none other than the house of God. And this is the gate of heaven. Gate of heaven. So Jubilees, chapter 27. Okay. 27, the gate of heaven, 27 and 25. It says, And Jacob arose early in the morning, and took the stone which he has put under the head, and set it up as a pillar for a sign, and pour oil upon the top of it, and he called the name of that place Bethel, but the name of the place was Lux at the first. Okay, so I want to know is what is there in that place. So this is really the house of God that Jacob said. What is there? This is not Jerusalem, of course. It says, and Jacob vowed a vow unto the Lord, saying, if the Lord will be with me and will keep me in this way that I go, and give me bread to eat and clothes to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord be my God, and this stone which I have set up as a pillar for a sign in this place shall be the Lord's house. And of all that thou givest me, I shall give a tenth to thee, my God. Okay, so that's the ending of Jubilees. But we're not done yet because we're about to look up this place called Lux. And what's there? It better not be the Temple Mount. Now, where's Jerusalem? Do y'all see Jerusalem? But it says the mountain, though. It says a mountain. You is going to get hurt. Another one. Is it Mount Bethel? Is that what it is? I think I should just look up Bethel. I think that's what I should just look up. I'm making it hard for myself. I'm trying to be slick. That's what I'm trying to like what is there. Because that's like the house of God. Then what if the house of God is like, yeah. Oh, there's a video. It's old, but there's a video. It looks like there's nothing there. He's literally nothing there, or he's just in the desert or something, in the wilderness. Like there's nothing there. This is literally called like The house of God. There's nothing there. Well, the temple need to be there then. If it's called the house of God and not in Jerusalem. What y'all think? Should the temple be in Bethel? I feel like, to be honest, I feel like the Messiah, he need to be sitting somewhere. He need to be sitting somewhere. Where you gonna sit on the floor? Like, it literally says in Matthew 25 that he's going to have a throne. So if he has a throne, okay, I just want to see it. That's all. So y'all, this is the end of this video. Make sure you like this video, and then also watch go to the playlist, the Jubilee playlist. I'll make sure I add it later, and you watch and you catch up, because maybe next week or in the next 2 weeks I'll come back and do the next part. So thank you for watching. Oh, somebody's gonna come in here at the last minute. But we're about to wrap up. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.